Hey there, it's Sunday, January 23rd, 2011, and it's 3:42 in the morning. And I have the light off, so the video quality is very, I don't know, very spotty, but that's neither here nor there. Um, but I just got back from hanging out with some friends and been dancing for the past 5 hours. That's right, for 5 hours I've been dancing. And my feet are so tired, and my voice is. I sound very raspy right now. This is what I sound like. And this is what I sound like when I wake up in the morning, too. So, um, I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. Anyways, uh, you know, I probably shouldn't be recording videos, but, that's the whole beauty of these videos, is just that my journal is about, putting myself out there in moments when I feel vulnerable, and there is at times I feel like, why do I do this? It's just like everything's always out there, but it's a really interesting way of filming, and it's also an interesting way of living, blah. And I am beating around the bush, so that's why I'm hugging my lovely friend here. Gantz is the name. Gantz. And anywho, of course, with a few drinks, I mean, I'm not really drunk at all. I'm just relaxed. And of course, at this point, I start to open up and start to become human again in some aspects. And I don't know, yes, I was talking to my crush, and I'm just gonna put it out there. No more beating around the bush. It was my crush's birthday party person thing weekend. Not necessarily birthday, but weekend thing. And she knows. I know. We both know. um, but I mean, nothing's gonna happen from it. But we did have a um open heart to heart about things, and I was just like, "You're a jerk face," basically. That's just a nice way of putting it. And of course, on top of the music and loud people, I was shouting everything I was saying, and hence my voice sounds very raspy. But I always hate this aspect when, like, you go out, you have fun, things happen, so much happens. I mean, I was dancing beforehand at this other place. I saw my Celine Dion at this other place that was having a benefit for a local trans support group. So that was fun. It was just like, my people. That's right. So that was fun. And then just going to another place, dancing there as well, and yeah, I mean, different music, but it was just awesome. It was just a night where, like, people I loved were at that first place, and people I really love, were also at the second place. So it was just like downtown was full of my people, which was awesome. So I was a little, like, had that feeling, well, tonight I should probably stay home and not go out, but ugh. I sound so gross right now. But anyways, oh, my feet are hurting. Anyways, uh, earlier today I did a TV show that's broadcasted online, and they're also part of the whole network is part of Democracy Now, and just all sorts of different programs and such. So, uh, please laugh with me, because that's all that can happen. But yeah, an hour-long interview with me and some other folks, but it was just trying to talk about immigration things, just real life things about you know I can go on for a long time, but it went on for an hour, and I was just feeling gross this morning, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just go, and see what happens, and then I just end up, I'm like, I'm just gonna be there behind the camera supporting everybody else, but I ended up going on in front of the camera, and it was alright. I feel like doing these videos kind of prepares me a lot for being very public, and it also helps me with public speaking, because I'm not really embarrassed to say certain things or many things, because really part of my life is on the internet. So what else was I gonna say? So that was a very productive morning, and then that went on until 4 in the afternoon. So yeah, and then just dancing and hanging out, and being productive with organizational stuff, with community organizing, and then dancing. So it was just like a day of like, bam, I'm gonna work hard, bam, I'm gonna dance hard. So, oh, my feet really feel it. So, and my voice too. But I have to say, when dancing and going out to clubs, I'm always amazed at like, this pertains more to the second place, which is like mostly mix of people, and like there are always these like crooner dudes that are always lingering on the outside, and then they see like a group of women dancing, and then they decide, not necessarily to dance with women in general. Instead, they decide to grind, and it's just like, there used to be a day when people said hello and maybe like waved and danced side by side, but like really none of that. And it's just like, I was really amazed at like, within our group of women, how like we would communicate eye contact, sometimes not even with the eye contact at all. We would just feel what was going on, and we made sure that we were all okay, and something was happening, and we'd shift formation, but like all of this stuff would happen in the way that like thousands of birds flowing and flying in, what is it called? Flocks, schools, just like thousands of, birds, but just like the four of us. But we would just communicate and move. So it was just something really interesting, like, how, like, in comparison to before in my life, living as a male, and like times I would go dancing, I would usually go dancing with a significant other, and that was that. But I never realized, like, the tightly knit, woven, and intricate, but also very simple ways with which women can be supportive with each other while dancing, and just all that like language going on, and just enjoyment, and freedom, and like protection and caring that goes on. And I sound gross right now, but so yeah, it was really interesting to be a part of that, and very nice at the same time. And not nice in the sense that we had to deal with those crooner dudes with their grinding action, but alas, this is just a microcosm of many things in life. But I think I'm going to end this video now, because my voice needs a rest, and my feet need to sleep, and I need to wash this makeup off, and yeah, I don't want to keep making gross videos, very gross, oh my god. But, thanks for watching, and if you did watch this all the way through the end, I just have to say thank you to all the people who watch my videos, because it means a lot. It's not just about, feeling less alone in this world, but that's a huge plus. But, for me, the idea of having these videos is just like, if you can find something in the things that I mentioned where you're like, oh yeah, I experienced that too, and oh my god, I'm not as crazy, because this is also happening to Christina. And that's kind of the idea. Like, regardless of of whether or not I reach out to a transgender audience or an audience of women or just an audience of people who are just genuinely living their lives and very uniquely and very honestly, this is for you, and this has very little to do with um, self glorification at all. So because otherwise I would not record this video. I would not do this in the way, the lighting and everything. I would put on some more makeup and fix myself and drink a glass of water and fix this voice action, but I didn't. So, very human, you're very human, and we're all very human. So, that is the word of Gantz. Peace be with you, fools. Anyways, no offense to people who may have been offended by that. Thanks for watching. Good night.